Hello, welcome, and welcome back to Lionheart Tarot. My name is Sheena, and I will be your conduit for the duration of this reading. So, I got a new deck, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's called Hard Truths. So, I feel like there's been a block. Sorry, I'm hearing. I wasn't going to use this deck, but I almost forgot about it. What's blocking you? So, I want to use that the What's Blocking You deck along with this new Hard Truths deck that I have. I used the True Intentions deck the last reading, and that was pretty good. So we're going to go with Hard Truths this time. I'm going to get you some overall energy first with the Love Oracle, and then we'll go straight to the Hard Truths. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the collective, because um, again, we have some reunion type of energy, exes coming back, and we're trying to see if how the collective, how you all feel about accepting this ex back. We have friends and anxiety on the split. So you guys were once friends at one point, like you had a strong bond, but again, I'm pretty sure I'm feeling that was broken. I'm pretty sure that's what I was led in here to do this reading for. Because we have trust. I keep staring at trust on this friends card here. And so, yeah, I feel like that was broken. Your bond was broken in some sort of way. And with anxiety, this came out the last read. Stress, depression, panic attacks, restless. So somebody's not getting any sleep because of this betrayal. They're stressed out about it. They're stressed out about being separate from you or separated from you, and just really going through it emotionally. So, but yet they know they need to make a move. I just saw divine timing in reverse. So yeah, they right as I say that divine timing in reverse. As I say, they know they need to make a move. It's high time to do so, and they have not done it. I just saw breakup and friends again. And that's because of this anxiety, because of the panic attacks, because of the depression, and that's because of the situation that they were previously in. Really, a collection of things. You don't get to that level of anxiety unless it's just a constant barrage of things that um, a constant barrage of things that go wrong. Okay, go ahead. We have between the lines on the bottom of the deck. Hidden meaning, vague, speculate, implicit. So it looks like they're trying to look for a sign from you to come back. I also saw social media on the last split, and so yeah, they're spying on you, trying to find like I guess a go sign from you. Like it's okay because they don't want to be hurt. They're afraid of being rejected by you. So let's get some energy off of this. Just some overall energy. Truth. It popped out in reverse. That's not good. It's funny. I said I wanted to do hard truths. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Somebody's not facing something. They're not facing the truth. Like it's different this time. You can't come back like you were the last time. But this is only going to just strengthen them. The Most High is making them face this for a reason. Because they need to toughen up emotionally. I mean, that's the only reason why he challenges us with such tough emotions, such tough situations to deal with, because he wants us to toughen up, because he got somewhere that he wants you to go, and you can't be thin-skinned where he wants you to go, because the world ain't nice, people ain't nice, they're looking for a reason to destroy you. And that's getting more and more prominent nowadays. Can we get some more ex-lover on the bottom of the deck? And it's in reverse. They don't want you to be an ex anymore. Okay, thank you. Okay, we got unexpected. Surprise, unpredictable, shocking, unusual, and maybe some unexpected news. Maybe I'm hearing they're afraid to tell you the truth because they're afraid. Yeah, unpredictable. Yeah, they're afraid of how you're going to react. Unexpected. They don't know. They just don't know. But it's like you're not gonna know everything. We walk by faith and not by sight. Magnetic attraction, alluring, lust, irresistible flirting. They're still very highly attracted to you. I mean, no matter how they feel when it comes to confronting this situation, no matter the fear that they feel, they're still drawn to you. They'll try to ignore their feelings for you, ignore their thoughts and daydreams and whatever other sign that they're given throughout their day, but it doesn't work. And it doesn't work for long. Player. Yeah, this person used to be a player. Um, Charming, manipulative, karmic, being tested. Yeah, so they were in a karmic situation that was the straw that broke the camel's back, is what I'm hearing, and it just making them want to change their ways. They're still charming, but they realized that they were being tested, and they realized that they didn't do so well on that last test. But they're in danger of failing this one too if they don't face the truth. Because, but I mean, and it's a prime time for them to do so because player came out in reverse, so that means they let that stuff go. Divine timing is back out here on the bottom of the deck, and it's in reverse. It's time to make a move, and they don't want to. They're too scared. Okay, so all right, time for the hard truths deck. We'll split entitlement and hopelessness. You believe the world owes you something and it's blinding you to the growth that comes from earning it. Figure it out on your own, or figuring it out on your own will always be worthwhile. So, yeah, nobody owes you anything or owes them anything. Um, just because they've gone through a bunch of stuff that just that caused a lot of anxiety and caused a lot of depression, and they may have been wronged in this previous relationship, but what does that have to do with you? Like, um what does that have to do with y'all's relationship? You didn't cause that. In fact, they left. And what I with the energy is been constantly here lately, is they left you for this situation, so they did this to themselves. So nobody owes them anything with entitlement here. Figure it out on your own. Like I said, they're looking for some sort of grand sign, and of some sort of safe, some sign that lets them know that it's safe to approach you. And it's like, you don't get that. You don't get that. You're not even I won't say worth. You're not owed that. You're not entitled. They're not entitled to that because what about you? I mean, you had to figure it out on your own. When they left, you had to deal with it and just grow and just figure it out on your own. You went from thin skin to thick skin. So why shouldn't they have to do the same thing? Growth. I keep staring at growth here. Uh and it hurt you when they left. What's under here? Unaligned. Yeah. This path will be unfulfilling and starve your soul. You will encounter unnecessary obstacles and challenges meant to redirect you. So yeah, they chose this other path that was not in alignment with what they were supposed to do, and that hurt you because I'm hearing it was out of nowhere. I'm hearing a ghosting situation, and yeah, it hurt you. and but yet you dealt with it. And yeah, so you know that like you don't owe them anything, no one owes them anything. You went through what you had to go through, now they have to go through what they uh, have to go through. Hopelessness is a draining cycle, making it seem like there's no way forward. Even in the darkest moments, a step forward can spark the light needed to find your way out. So yeah, they're just stuck in their head. Like I said, it's time. We got divine timing here. I really hate this. It's all every time I want to show a card. Okay, I just get really close. Okay, and we have surrender on the on under this, and it's in reverse. So yeah, they're refusing to surrender to this surrender this entitlement. Surrender being in control. No, you don't get to be in control. It's like your person that wasn't able to be in control of what you did. You don't get to control the human element of things. But yeah, hopelessness, and yeah, it's just like no one cares if you're in your feelings. You left they well, I'm sorry. They left you in your feelings. So and I mean they didn't care how hopeless you felt. They didn't care about that. They just did that, and then this is entitlement. Okay, entitlement just slid out of the deck as I was getting ready to put the deck back together. So yeah, it came and it slid out in reverse. So yeah, they're not owed anything. You don't owe them anything. They need to face the music with truth being here under in reverse. They need to face the music and see just how that that road goes. Maybe it'll lead to forgiveness, maybe not. I mean, if forgiveness has been in the energy, but everybody, yeah, I just saw judgment. So yeah, somebody's and judgment is about forgiveness and reflecting on the past. But yeah, some of you may self-sabotagers out here. Some of you oof, this is a lot of this energy is flipping. This flip, okay. And this just fell out of the deck. Ancient history, you wish things were different, but the past cannot be altered. Focusing on the present is more productive and will support the changes you wish to see. So, what it looks like is they're focused on the past. They keep like running stuff through their head all the time, like what happened, what happened, what happened. But it's just like, I don't care how many times you run that through, or they run that through their heads, it's not going to change. It happened. You can't change it. You can't gaslight it. That's what I'm seeing right now. You want to gaslight, act like it never happened, act like you were crazy. They probably tried to come back to you and just act like and just kind of pick up where they left off, like ain't nothing ever happened. It's like no, and you were like, no, I'm not trying to do all of that. Or maybe that's what they're getting ready to do for some of you. Take it how it resonates. And I always forget to say, take what resonates in these readings, leave what does not. And there's no gender in tarot. So if I say he or she, just it doesn't matter. Like take it how it resonates with you and your story. And don't try to make anything fit your story either. Where we at? 14 minutes. Boundaries. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, they tried to come back, and you was like, nope. Like I'm not trying to hear this. This opportunity will constantly push you to compromise your boundaries, maintain and respect your limits to protect your well-being while also being an example of strength. So yeah, this wasn't easy for you. I'm hearing this wasn't easy for you to put up that wall, to just put the red tape or the yellow tape out there, but you knew it was necessary. I'm hearing you listening to your gut. Yeah, because I kept splitting the deck and I kept seeing gut instincts. So you see what needs to be done in order to be a catalyst for change. Reality check. I went to go and try to put the deck back in my hand, and these just kind of, it just split on its own. And yeah, reality check is out here. This person needs a reality check. You can't gaslight. This is not Alice in Wonderland. And there will be no gaslighting here. We don't do that here. What is this? Poor investment. This venture will drain your resources without yielding worthwhile returns. Redirect your efforts to more aligned opportunities. First thing I was getting was this person, the situation that they left you for was a poor investment. And the second thing I'm getting is that you're wondering if this will be a poor investment, especially since they're taking so long to say something. They're taking so long to apologize to you. They're taking so long to tell you the truth. It's like if they've changed, they've changed. But it's just like if they're still even trying to hold on to an inkling of that ego of theirs, it's like poor investment. Get somebody else to do it. 16 minutes. We're not doing that. What did I just see? Dwelling on darkness. Yeah, they just keep running stuff through their head and staying in the past. It's like, that's not going to do you any good, especially with you. And look at that. It was something that said, earlier I saw unaligned, but now we have a line that's out here. This path is in harmony with your core values and long-term goals. Allow things to flow organically and happen as they will. This is you. You are aligned. Like I said, you know what's a necessary catalyst in order for this person to change. This is whether they come back to you or not. This is whether they come back to you or not. So basically, you're in alignment. You are doing what you were supposed to do. You keeping that wall up. You keeping those boundaries up for good reason. You were led to do so. Give me more on entitlement. Even though it's hard. I'm sure you miss them. I mean, magnetic attraction is out here. And I'm thinking about magnets. Magnets are drawn to each other. You know, look at them. Okay, and numb popped out here. Avoiding issues offers temporary relief, but prevents healing. What did I say? I'm just like, yeah, they're just like avoiding, like if they're staying in this entitlement and controlling energy. Here, let me put this out here because I want to, because that automatically gave me surrender. With the surrender being in reverse, they don't want to surrender their control. But that prevents healing. Address unresolved emotions to uncover real resolutions and growth. You must feel it to heal it. Yeah. So they're numbing themselves. Like I also said, they were keeping themselves busy. But this is like their whole day will go by, but at the same time, it doesn't stop their thoughts of you. It doesn't stop this magnetic attraction. Doesn't stop none of it. Unaligned is back out here. Mm-hmm. They're refusing to surrender to the alignment, to this new path. More on ancient history, please. I can get the I'm gonna go ahead and pop. Maybe I can grab some true intentions. Or oh no, no, no. I was supposed to do the uh what's blocking you. Let me put this over here so I won't forget. Or maybe I won't forget. Bad vibes. Okay, bad vibes is in reverse though. This situation has unfavorable energy. Pay attention to subtleties within your body and proceed with caution if you must. Now, it came out in reverse. Let me see. With ancient history here, yeah, like I'm getting once again running stuff over and over in their head. There were red flags to this situation, this poor investment that they once made, and they had bad vibes. They had bad vibes, but they ignored them. So yeah, ignoring the red flags is what I'm hearing here. They're also afraid that if they come back to you, you will pick up bad vibes from them, and yeah, that's it's right next to boundaries. So that's why they feel like you put up boundaries, like, no, you're not coming back poisoning me, and yeah, that is why you put up boundaries. Let's get some more boundaries, please. Boundaries. Oh, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, we got shame out here. Shame is in reverse. Shame wraps you in a cloak of lonely silence. What did I say they weren't doing? They weren't talking. They're not talking. They're not telling the truth. And that's because they are shrouded in shame. Convincing you that your flaws define you. Expose the shame to light. Only then can you to heal and alter the course of your destiny. Like I said, they're not surrendering, or they're kind of slow to surrender to this new path. They know what they need to do. They're just scared to do it. And they feel like they will, yeah, like I keep saying, they keep wanting to come back and they're afraid of what you're going to think of them. Um, because they're afraid that they sat in that player energy for so long that they could never escape it. They are not their past, and but they have to show that, because shame is in reverse. So it's like the divine telling them to let go of that. They need to forgive themselves. They need to forgive themselves, before they, well, yeah, before they can even come to you and seek look, I just said almost. I was almost about to say seek revenge. Maybe they're afraid. They're afraid of you will seek revenge to them, on them too. Um, Maybe you will pretend just to get them back, to ghost them back, or something like that. That's just because they think that way. They've done that stuff, that vengeful, spiteful, karmic type of behavior before, and they're ashamed of all of that. But and yeah, they're afraid of the karma. They're afraid of this. It's just gonna come back on them like tenfold. It's like, it's not, if I, what I'm feeling is it already came back on them tenfold. So we have victim mentality out here. Like I said, they feel like they're entitled, like somebody owes them something because all that stuff happened to them. They're like, I was, they were like, I didn't do anything wrong in this situation, but I got hurt, and me. It was just like, once again, what does that got to do with you? They're a victim in this situation because that's what they chose, and they chose it knowing that the red flags were out here, and somehow that's supposed to be somebody else's fault. So yeah, victim mentality. You've been clinging to victimization like a lifeline, becoming a prisoner of your own making. What did I just say? Like they did this to themselves. Face your role in your story. Freedom comes from accepting responsibility for life and actions. For your for your life and actions. Yes, it's they have to face the truth, face the music. So we have blind spots out here. Your limited perspective is causing you to miss important details. Expect your view to, expand, expand your view and seek input from trusted sources for what you may be overlooking. So it sounds like a perspective problem. It's some stuff they just don't want to look at. Yeah. This victim mentality is automatically giving me the Eight of Swords in the tarot. The Eight of Swords is literally a card with a person who is bound and blindfolded. But the thing with the Eight of Swords and why it's a victim card is because this is a situation that the person has put themselves in, whether it be in some sort of like physical situation or a mental situation. It's a perspective problem. Like, oh, I can't change anything. Like I said, it's blindfolded. So, oh, I can't change anything. This is just going to happen no matter what I do. Um, blah, I'm getting ready to say blah, 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 but I don't want to do that. Yeah. So, blind spots. But if they just, another thing about the Eight of Swords is the ropes that's around the person in the card are loose, so they can literally just like stop doing like this, and as soon as they relax, stop doing like this and pull the ropes down, pull them off them, and then lift the blindfold and start seeing things for what they are. Start seeing the truth, because once again, this came out in reverse. They don't want to see this. It's very, very painful for them to take responsibility or accountability for the things that they have done. Like now, like what actually what is giving me is that like the blindfold is already off. They already see it, but just like to start to go ahead and completely surrender by like starting to make amends for their past, that's a whole different ball game. And it's they're afraid it's going to be too painful for them, so they're trying to avoid it. Give me more on poor investment. Hey. Fear. I said they were afraid. Social conditioning and unspoken truth. Look at this. Truth and unspoken truth out there. What I say they don't want to do, tell the truth, face the truth, face the music. So that's why they made this poor investment. It looks like their feelings for you were a part of this truth that they didn't want to face. Like I said, they want to maintain control. Social conditioning. You're making decisions and plans based on external expectations that don't serve your highest potential. Give yourself the space to release and find your own path. This is giving me that they were doing things. Their behavior was based on social conditioning. This like what doing things that they feel like society expected them to do. Maybe you weren't a part of that. Like you could be like different than what they thought. You could be a different person what they thought they would end up with. But this other person looked like they fit the bill just a little bit more. But don't judge a book by its cover. Fear lied to you and promised you safety in staying small, but you have a voice and you decide who and what rules your life. Your destiny demands courage, not comfort. So social conditioning, that's comfort. This person that they went to, this poor investment, like I said, they fit the bill. That's comfort because they were fearful of doing anything else, and you were different than anyone else. and they didn't want to face the backlash from, I guess, their community, their their people, maybe family, friends, stuff like that, people like that, or whatever. They don't want to lose them. Yet the Bible says that you got to forsake people in order to continue on your destiny, continue on your path. And this is a new path. Unspoken truth. There are truths that need to be addressed and can no longer be avoided. Bring these to light to clear the path forward. So here we go again with telling the truth, bringing that shame to light, bringing the truth to light. One more on alignment. One on alignment. Okay. Oh, okay. Bad attitude popped up out here. Your attitude. Yeah, they really want me to say something about that. Your attitude is adding fuel to the fire. Adjust your mindset to positivity to achieve the desired outcome. So if they desire to be aligned, because this is popping up under aligned, then they got to adjust their attitude. They have to adjust their perspective. They have to surrender. They have to surrender. Obligation is out here. Your sense of duty is trapping you. Reevaluate your commitments and break free from restrictions that are hindering your growth. So, this is going back to that social conditioning, what they're expected to do. They're afraid, and in this fear, they're afraid of what their circle of people, their community will think about them if they go for you. And they feel like they have some sort of obligation to them. But this is giving me misplaced priorities. Yeah, your sense of duty is trapping you. So yeah, they're stuck in this loop, wasting time as I sit up here and look at this clock, because they're concerned about other people that can give two shits about them, quite honestly. We have unseen at the bottom of the deck. There are factors you haven't yet considered. Look beyond the obvious for hidden elements that could impact your decision before making a move. Unseen is giving me more so on what the blind spots. Yeah, unseen blind spots. So yeah, this is a way of thinking. Maybe it's probably more so on this social conditioning, the way they grew up. I'm hearing religious factors. Um, yeah, these ways they're expected to behave. They're probably not seeing it from that perspective yet. And right up under that, what do we have? Scared of change. Fear of the unknown is stifling your transformation and blocking your path. Growth happens with discomfort. Take a deep breath and keep moving. I said that earlier. This new path is something new. I mean, with it being right up under unseen too. Um, and growth can't happen unless they face the music and this social conditioning, this community that they fear losing, is giving them bad advice. They're fearing their own power, because they have the power to change their whole life around if they would just only face the music. So okay, we had 34 minutes. I'm gonna grab a few in this what's blocking the deck so we can see if we can get anything else. Ambivalent and being cold on the split. You say you want a lover, but you're not all in. Take time to figure out what you want. So yeah, they're just kind of like floating in the abyss right now, kind of trying to figure out what they want, and they're being cold. You seem unapproachable because you are aloof. Try being more friendly. This is this is two things. They are being cold back to you because they feel like you were cold because you put up boundaries. But yeah, so they're just like, well, if they can be cold, I can be cold too. But at the same time, it's just like, where's that gonna get you? Because you the one left. You the one left. You the one didn't know what you wanted. So you mad at me because I had to go and do, you know, what I had to do. Just have a life. I guess you just want me to sit up and just wait on you. Oh, okay. Nah, it don't work that way. People have lives to live. And sit up and just wait on you to tick away time. Settling. Don't stay with someone who isn't right for you just because it's safe. Here we go again. What did I just hear? Your destiny demands courage, not comfort. Fear lied to you and promised you safety in staying small. And what did I just read? Don't stay with someone who isn't right for you just because it's safe. And this is all up under poor investment. So that is that person I was talking about. Person they left you for, went to them because they thought it was safe. It wasn't as safe as they thought though. Look at it, came right on back out here ambivalent and it's in the reverse because there once again that was not a safe place. Oh wait, no, that's what was that other? Oh, that was settling. But ambivalent, I did just read. You say you want to love her, but you're not all in. This is them not um this is them not committing, not surrendering. Sorry. Where did I get that from? 36. We are 36 minutes already. Jeez. Okay, I'll just get whatever pops up. Okay, we'll take those. Rushing. You can't hurry love. The right one is coming in perfect divine timing. Not compatible. You don't really believe there's a match for you. Have an open mind. So this is what's blocking them. What I'm getting is this safety. They've rushed their decisions. They likely rushed this poor investment that they have made. Um, but at the same time, it wasn't working out. It just wasn't working out, and so now they're in victim mentality, and they don't even think anybody is compatible with them, and that's what's blocking them from you. They fear some sort of way that you're not going to be compatible. Maybe you're very different. I mean, we have this couple here with a wall between them, facing opposite directions. But I'm hearing opposites attract. So we have walking away on the bottom of the deck. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. Okay, so yeah, so they okay, that's what it is. They feel like you are going to be a challenge because they can't control you. They can't control the situation. They would have to surrender to the flow, the organics of the whole thing. Um, their idea of compatibility is somebody who's similar to them, like all the way, or really somebody that they can have great influence over. You might be strong. I'm sure you are with these boundaries being put up. So yeah, and this person has a pattern of walking away when things get really, really tough. And they're afraid that all they're going to do is do the same thing with you, or you will walk away from them because they are too difficult to deal with. Untrue stories, unbutter that. You tell yourself bad things, change your stories, and see the good things that can happen, the good that can happen. So they're in their head. They're just in their head. It's a lot of moon energy here, just thinking up a bunch of stuff that could go wrong. It's just like there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong. That's the risk in love, but It's a lot of stuff that can go right too. And that stuff that goes right gives you the strength to deal with the stuff that goes wrong. You're both human, of course, things are going to go wrong. So, okay, we're 40 minutes in. That's all I have for you. I hope this helps you. Love and light. Take care.